With more and more doctors coming into Germany every year, one question still remains: are doctors still really needed here in Germany in 2026? Hey guys, welcome back. If you're seeing me for the first time, hello, my name is Lucinda. I am a medical doctor in internal medicine practicing here in Germany. Before we dive right into today's topic, I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you for the love and the welcome back messages on the previous video. I read every one of them and I want to say thank you. I do not take it for granted. Having said that, let's dive right into today's topic. Are doctors still needed in Germany? I get this question more often than I can remember, and today is a good day to address it. So before we draw up our conclusion, and by we I mean you and I, let's look at some facts. Germany has an aging population. I mean, a huge part and a huge percentage of the population are over 60 years old. As a matter of fact, it is estimated that by the year 2035, 1 in 4 persons will be aged 67 and more. That means for every 4 persons you see, one of those people will be aged 67 and more. That speaks volumes. So what does aging population have to do with this? Stay with me. So with aging population comes an increase in chronic illnesses, and that leads to an increased demand for medical care. Also, a large percentage of practicing physicians are over the age of 55, and a wave of retirement is expected over the next couple of years. Let's move to my next point. Germany relies heavily, when I say heavily, I mean heavily, on internationally trained doctors. So every year we see tens and thousands of doctors migrating to Germany to practice, but first they have to meet the requirements of doing the exams, learning the language and all of that. In Germany, medical students are graduating in numbers yearly, but the amounts of graduates do not meet the demand. So Germany continues to bring in doctors from different countries, different parts of the world to meet the demand. My next point is location. So doctors are needed in certain areas more than they are in other areas. So you would go to smaller areas, smaller cities, and find a massive shortage of doctors in those areas than you would when you go to a bigger city and the more populated areas, which I think is the same in every country. Like the popular cities, the major cities are usually more populated and more people want to work in bigger cities than they usually would in those rural and small areas. So where exactly is this shortage? There are certain specialties that have more shortages than others. For example, general medicine. So general medicine is one of those specialties that has a large shortage of doctors. So you would come to certain places and you would see that the practices are being shut down because a large amount of those practicing physicians in general medicine are of retirement age. So when they get to retirement, they have to retire, and that leaves a gap that needs to be filled. Very recently, we've also seen the whole hospital reforms come into play. So that's currently ongoing in Germany, where the government wants a more centralized system. So we see smaller cities, smaller hospitals being merged or being shut down. In my opinion, this has in no way reduced the amount of doctors that are needed, nor has it reduced the amount of sick patients. It just means the bigger facilities now have more capacity. Therefore, they would need more doctors. After saying all this, let's draw up our conclusion together. What do you think? Are doctors still needed in Germany or not? In my opinion, doctors are still very much needed in Germany. Not on paper, not just in statistics, but in real life. Before we end this video, I want us to read a comment and a question. So I'm going to try to address a question or a comment from every video. The question of the day is from the comment section. It's from someone called Pookie Rookie. What a name. So the person says, "Hi Doc, I have a question. I will be starting my MD next year. I'm currently still in high school. I am learning German bit by bit and I'm going to enroll in an EU MD program. My absolute aim is to achieve residency in Germany. I always have this worry that by the time I graduate, there would not be a shortage of doctors, and I am going to be enrolled in an EU program. I will be exempted from the Kenntnisprüfung. Please share your opinion." So, respect to you, Pookie Rookie. I think you're still in high school, but you're already thinking about residency. I think that is amazing. When I was in high school, I don't think I was thinking that far. I was just thinking of the next thing right in front of me. So kudos on that. And the fact that you're already learning German is also a plus. I can't tell you what would happen by the time you go to med school and you graduate and ready for residency. I don't know what the situation would be then, but for now and for the next couple of years, I think Germany would still be needing doctors. So I wish you all the best, and I hope that answers your question. If you have watched up until this point and you haven't subscribed, I am wondering, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. Let me know what your opinion on this is. And like I said, for every video, I would try to address a comment or a question from the comment section. As usual, take care of yourselves and I will see you in the next one. Bye.